Good morning, students. In this video, let us find the Z transform and ROC of a finite duration sequences given for left side signal, right side signal, and both side signals. Three categories let us cover for Z transform and ROC for finite duration sequences given like this. X1 of n I am taking first, that is given as a sequence of 5 ones like this. I am considering this one as right side sequence with arrow at the beginning. Similarly, the second sequence given it is x2 of n, that is also consists of 5 ones. This one is a left sided sequence with the arrow at the end of the sequence like this, and x3 of n given as same consists of 5 ones with the arrow in the middle of the sequence. It is considered as both side sequence. Let us consider these three sequences to find the Z transform and ROC. Fine. The Z transform of a given signal x of n is x of z, which is equal to n value minus infinity to plus infinity, x of n, z raised to minus n is the standard Z transform formula. Let us consider x1 of z first. That is Z transform of x1 of n. Here n value, it is starting from 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. N value is starting from 0 to 4. The sequence is non-zero values. So that x1 of n, z raised to minus n. If you substitute the x1 of n elements, you will get first all are ones. So directly n value 0th iteration, that is 1 into z to the power of 0. Next 1 into z to the power of minus 1. Next 1 into z to the power of minus 2. Next 1 into z to the power of minus 3. So n value is up to 4 only. So that the last element 1 into z to the power of minus 4. So that what we are getting for x1 of z here, in terms of z, the polynomial is, this is 1. So that 1 plus z inverse plus z inverse square or z raised to minus 2, you can write anything, z raised to minus 3, z raised to minus 4. This is what the expression we are getting for Z transform of the first sequence, which is right side sequence. Let us see what is the ROC of this signal. This is a right side signal, a right side sequence. So that if we observe that Z value, if it is a finite value, that implies to x1 of z, what's happening? If z is a finite value, 1 plus finite value, finite value, finite value, finite value. All finite values means x1 of z also a finite value. If z value is infinity, then if you observe here, this is z inverse, that is 1 by z. If z value tending to infinity, z inverse tending to 0. Similarly, all negative powers, we will get for z tending to infinity, all these values are zeros. We will get 1, that is finite value. So even z value going to infinity, x1 of z is not going to infinity, it is still finite. Whereas if z value tending to 0, that means then what happens to the x1 of z value? Here z value, if it is equal to 0 here, in the denominator 0, 1 by 0 is infinity. So z inverse tending to infinity as z tending to 0. So whenever z 0, x1 of z is tending to infinity. So according to the definition of the ROC, x1 of z should not be infinity. So the range of values of z for which x1 of z converges is called its ROC. Here for these two cases it is converging. But for this case, x1 of z is not converging. So ROC, what should we conclude, means for all values of z, or that is also called as entire z plane except this case. This is nothing but mod z value is 0 except mod z is equal to 0 is the ROC of this x1 of z, which is nothing but a finite duration right-sided sequence. That is the property of ROC. For a finite duration right-sided sequence, the ROC should be entire z plane except mod z is equal to 0. That is what we have concluded. Next, similarly, let us find the z transform and ROC of x2 of n here. I am erasing this one. Consider x2 of n here. Let us apply the z transform formula for this signal. Consider it as x2 of z, that is z transform of x2 of n. Here if you observe, n value -4, -3, -2, -1, 0. N value is -4 to 0. Signal is existing. x2 of n. So let us find this z transform. So all are 1 values. So we can take expression like this. N value -4 case, z to the power of -4 is +4. So that first value is z to the power of 4 multiplied by 1. Similarly, n value next -3, z to the power of -3 is +3. So that z cube. Similarly, n value -2 case, we will get to z square. N value -1 case, we will get to z. And n value last value 0 case, it is z to the power of 0 or 1. This is what x2 of z we got after applying the z transform for the second sequence like this, which is a left side sequence. We are getting positive powers of z. Observe here, the polynomial is consisting of all z positive powers for left side signal, whereas in this case all negative powers for right side sequence case. Okay, anyhow, we can discuss that later. Let us find the ROC of this sequence. Here if we take z value 0, that implies to x2 of z 0, 0, 0 means only 1. So this is finite value. If z value is infinity, then you can observe z to the power of some positive powers are there. If z tending to infinity, infinity plus anything infinity, so x2 of z is infinity. That means for this case x2 of z not converging. It is converging for all values of z, those are finite. Even for z tending to 0 also, okay, x2 of z converges. Only the value z tending to infinity, x2 of z not converging. So we can say the ROC is for this entire z plane except mod z value infinity. Here except mod z is equal to 0 for right side sequence. Here except mod z is equal to infinity for left side sequence. Now let us see what is for the both side sequence. I am writing here x3 of z. Just I am suggesting you to observe these two polynomials. It is very helpful in solving the problems in competitive examinations in a direction to save the time. How means we will get the sequence like this. We need to find the z transform from this. So that here 5 elements, here 5 terms in x of z. The 0th element will be multiplied with constant. Just it is a constant, directly you can take it. And second onwards, z negative powers in increasing order you can observe. 1 z raised to -1, 1 z raised to -2, 1 into z raised to -3, 1 into z raised to -4. Like this, after origin value, these are in negative powers increasing order. Right side values, negative powers increasing order polynomial. That is x2 of x of z for that given sequence. Similarly, for the left side signal, left side values will be multiplied with, this is the expression. The left side values, origin value however direct, constant. And left side values, the z positive power in increasing order. Observe, right side values negative powers increasing order, left side values positive powers increasing order. That is what we have to observe simply. From this observation, we can directly write down the expression polynomial of z for this x of z. Observe here, 1 origin value directly constant. Next, right side values like this, that means negative powers. First value is z inverse. Next value is z raised to minus 2. Similarly, here left side values. This one is multiplied with like this. Yeah, 1 plus z raised to 2, z cube like this. That means in the left hand side z positive powers. Similarly, this one z square. This is what the z transform of the third sequence, which is both sided. For both sided, we are getting positive powers of z and negative powers of z. You can observe. Here right side only negative powers. Here left side only positive powers. Here for both sides, both terms exist. Negative and positive powers. That means in this case, mod z is equal to 0 is exception. In the second case, mod z is equal to infinity is exception. Here both are existing. That means both are exceptions. So here the ROC should be entire z plane. Exceptions are here, both cases. That is mod z is equal to 0 and mod z is equal to infinity. Like that we can find the z transform of the given sequence easily by remembering these points. Right side values negative powers of z in increasing order. Left side values positive powers in increasing order. That's it. We can easily find the z transform polynomial for such kind of sequences. Most probably we will get inverse case in the examinations, especially in the GATE previous exams. If you observe the problems, they will give some z polynomial. Directly we should be able to take the corresponding inverse z transform in sequential form like this. This is the best method to remember such kind of problems. That means we can solve easily if you remember this point. Like simply for example, I am giving you one inverse z transform case for practicing this kind of exercises. What is the inverse z transform of z to the power of plus 5 or minus 5? What is the corresponding inverse z transform? This is what we need in the examination. And immediately what we can do? Negative power, that means right side signal. How many elements? Here 5. That means n value 5 needed. Left side values all are, there is no z values, that means zeros. 0. So n value arrow mark onwards 0, 0, 0. N value 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. All these are zeros. And n value 5 case, this is 1 into z raised to minus 5. That is 1. This is nothing but the corresponding inverse z transform for this case. Like that we can take the inverse z transform for the required z polynomial. Like that, this is very helpful problem for us. Just to practice with some more sequential values, then you can easily verify these powers. Thank you.